Welcome to another episode of the Marathon. My name's Mare, and we all could try to be a little bit more environmentally friendly. I'm not perfect, but these are some of the things that I've been doing. Thought I would share them with you. They're super easy swaps or just steps to take on a day-to-day basis, month to month, that can really make a difference. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Lace up, subscribe to this beautiful YouTube channel today. And in the marathon, we need to be kinder to the environment. I'm not gonna get all political, but we all watch the news. We all know what's going on. And it can be so overwhelming to think, I can't do anything, why even try? But nothing will change unless we change, right? So these are the things that I've done. These are the things that I use and have swapped or stopped using, etc. I hope that these tips help you. I'm not perfect. I'm still trying to come up with new ways to do this. So if you have any tips and tricks, which I'm sure you do, marathoners, you're so great, just comment down below. We're just gonna start with an obvious one, but this is where it all started for me, using reusable grocery bags. I'm not sure where you live, but where I live, it is now like every store charges you for a plastic bag, which is wonderful. And I know a lot of places have like banned plastic bags, which I'm pretty sure is the way that we're going. So how I have managed to remember to use bags: I keep a ton in my car and I keep one in my purse so that I'm never without. And if I am without, you'll see me walking across the parking lot at IGA with an armload of groceries because I do not want plastic bags. So try and keep them in your car. When I was first swapping out from plastic bags, I had to keep them on my front seat because I would always forget them. And then I also, keep one in my purse as well. Also in my car, I like to keep a variety of cups. So I go to the gym and once in a while I'll get a smoothie. So I try to really be very good about keeping a smoothie cup in my gym bag so that I can ask them to make the smoothie in this and not in a plastic cup. I also keep a few cups in my glove box so that if I'm ever going through the drive-thru, I can use my own cup. Or I try and keep one of these like just at the ready. This is my most recent to-go coffee mug that I love so much. It's a keep cup. I like that it has this cork bit so that your hands don't get too hot. And it's only a tall size, but I've really been liking this one a lot. Obviously there are a zillion different kinds of coffee cups you can use, but I feel like there is just absolutely no reason to be using single-use cups. And if I do, you can better believe I'm annoyed about it. The thing I struggle with is I really enjoy the Starbucks option to order from your phone, but then it's already made for you in a cup. So the convenience factor, kind of weighs, but trying to just have those cups in my glove box really helps have the bags in my glove box. I also use these bags and I have multiple in my car. They are a mesh washable bag that I got from Amazon. They came in like a zillion pack. I gave my mom half of them, but it came with like multiple sizes. So you can put produce in it. You can put your bulk items in it. Many a corn nut for Thomas has gone in these bags. So you'd never have to use those plastic bags at the bulk ever. You don't have to buy produce. Sometimes like produce is wrapped. It's so unnecessary. And once you start to see how much like trash and garbage is used in packaging, it makes you a little bit sick to your stomach. So these are great. Like I said, I'll link them below. I'll link anything I talk about that I can find below so that you can use them as well. That's been a great swap. And then also, I know this is like kind of all over the place, but also with drinks, I bought some straws. This is my most recent one. These are the coffee straws, coffee with a K, it's kind of obnoxious, but they are made of material that is good for hot beverages. So A, it's nice if you're trying to like make it so that you can drink coffee and your teeth don't go brown. It's good, and it's not a plastic straw. So there's this, and then I have some of these, like, you know, metallic straws. I'm drinking a Coke Zero right now, and I just like to have a straw. These ones I found when I was in Calgary for the marathoner masterclass. So we can all agree there's no reason for plastic straws anymore, correct? Okay, what else? This is my juggie that I carry around a lot. I know it's an obnoxiously large water bottle, but water in general, like, the more you can just always have a water bottle with you and fill that up, more and more places are having water stations so that you can refill it. If I ever have to buy a bottle of water, there's like a little piece in me that's just screaming and is so annoyed. So I always try to have a water bottle with me. I have a couple of empty ones in my gym bag. Often there's one or two in my car, just to make sure that I never have to use a plastic water bottle. I will say, if you do have to use like plastic water bottles and that sort of thing, please make sure that you're recycling. I have been amazed. My sister visited in July and she was like so good at recycling. I learned so much from her just by watching what she did, that now I take out my recycling way more than I take out my garbage, which feels like such a feat and such like, it makes me so happy. So anyway, that's another thing that I do. Trying to use as many glass containers as possible. So this was just, I'm pretty sure, like some sort of sauce at one point, and I just washed it out and now I put my nutritional yeast in it. I would love your tips on bulk. I am not someone who shops at like the bulk barn because I'm always terrified that I'm gonna overpay, but I am very intrigued by the idea of how much waste it would stop. You can take in your own containers and stuff. So if any of you shop there, if you could like give me your tips and tricks, I'll try and learn and then eventually do a video on it as well. Okay, the next topic I want to talk about when it comes to sustainability is for the ladies, and it has to do with your period. No need for us to be uncomfortable. Most of us get them. For the products that I use for my period, like tampons, I started to do a little bit of research on how long it takes them to decompose, and it was atrocious. So I'm trying 2 new things and I wanted to tell you about it. First of all, I have tried the period underwear. I'm sure by now many of you have heard of different kinds of period underwear where they look exactly like your regular underwear and they hold your period. I was actually contacted by Lilova and they asked me if I wanted to try a pair of underwear, and so I did. This video isn't sponsored. They're not paying me to talk about it, but I do have a discount code that once I tried them and liked them, I contacted them and said like, hey, do you have a discount code that I can share with marathoners in case they want to try it too? So I'll link it below, but they have lots of different kinds to choose from thongs to regular to like boy cut to, I think it's like extra small to 3X, so a wide range of sizes. I primarily, well, I only wear thongs. That's the only kind of underwear I own, so that's the kind that I tried out, and I will say I would recommend that you size up because I found the waistband quite tight, and that's 0% what I want when I have my period. But I was so nervous to just wear underwear, and it was great. There was no leaking. There was like no muss, no fuss. You wear them. I think the thong, for me, I have worn it twice now. On the first day of my period, which was super light, and then at the end when you know it's like just kind of petering out, because they say that it'll hold about half a tampon's worth. So for me, that was perfect. You wear them like regular underwear, and they feel like regular underwear. It's so thin. The science behind it is like mind-blowing. And then you just, once you take them off, you just rinse them in cold water, and then you wash them like you would with your regular clothes, and then you just hang them to dry. Like, is, I'm so proud of science. It's like mind-blowing. So I tried the Lilova ones, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Lilova. And I really liked them. I could see myself trying to get like enough pairs for an entire period. I think they would be so good for teenagers. Like if these had existed when I was a teen and I wouldn't have had to use pads, like, oh my gosh. I think of how life-changing these will be for like women in countries where, you know, or places where you can't afford period products, so they just don't go to school. Like that's what I immediately thought of. Oh my gosh. Or like after I had Thomas, I would have loved some Lilova underwear. My goodness. So yeah, if you want to check them out, there's a link below. The coupon code is, all the information's down below. I could see myself definitely buying more pair, especially overnight. Oh my gosh. So that I think is great, like sustainability amazing, because you buy the underwear and then there's no waste. There's no tampons, there's no pads, there's no nothing. I loved it. I love that for sustainability. And then another period product that I've tried too has been the Diva Cup. I tried this a few years ago and I did a whole video on it, and then I kind of stopped using it, and I'm back trying to use it, and I like it. I do find it takes a while to figure out how to position it properly so that it's comfortable, but my girlfriend messaged me the other day and she just tried that new Tampax has a period cup. It's definitely not this big. I don't know why I just did that gesture. So I think I might try that one too. Let me know if you've had any luck with that, or if you have any like less terrible for the planet options for your period. I would love to know. Oh hi, it's editing Mare. It's hours later since I shot this video. Thomas is home. We're getting ready for an autism appointment. I was just putting the finishing touches on this video and I realized that I forgot one very important thing, that I will be so annoyed with myself if this video goes up and I don't mention it. And I think I didn't mention it because I don't even think about it anymore, and that would be to eat less meat. It's a very simple way to help the environment, to be more sustainable. Have like Meatless Monday. Don't have meat at lunchtime. Once in a while, have a meatless meal. There are so many great recipes out there. I haven't eaten meat in like 3.5 years, and it's so good for the environment. When I first stopped eating meat, it had nothing to do with the environment. Then I watched Cowspiracy, and wow, is the meat industry responsible for a lot of pollution. So I'm not gonna go on and on about it. I purposely am never that person who preaches, I eat what I eat, you eat what you eat. People eat meat in front of me, I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me, but just do a little research for your health, for the environment. Try to eat a little less meat. Okay, now I can go and put this little clip in because I would have been annoyed if I hadn't told you that. Okay, back to the video. So those are the things that I've done. I would love to know what you do, and then I thought I would tell you a couple of things that I'm going to try to do better. One is I would really love to find some great consignment stores to buy like vintage and thrift, because the more you learn about the fashion industry and how despicable they are for the environment, the less you want to buy stuff. It kind of works for me because I don't really buy a lot of clothes. I'm quite a minimalist in my shopping. I really only go to like something pretty once a season or twice a season, and I'll buy a few pieces and then I'm good. And then those pieces I wear for years. I'm not really into the like fast fashion of the cheaper stuff that you wear and then you throw out. I mean, obviously, once I'm done with clothes, I always take them to a thrift store. I don't just chuck them. So at least they're going back into the system and they're not just garbage. But I'd love to know if you have any places where you like to buy secondhand. I just haven't had any luck maybe I need to go and just commit the time, I think, to going through all the racks of stuff. So that I'd like to get better at. And also, I watched a video from Carissa, who is a YouTuber, and she takes her own Tupperware to restaurants, and then when she gets like her food wrapped up, she uses her own container. And I was so amazed. I was like, for some reason I feel like I wouldn't be brave enough to do that. But last time I got takeout sushi, when I picked it up, I said, would I be able to bring in my own containers? And I said, absolutely. So I'll report back when I'm brave enough to do that. I don't know why. I shouldn't be like, I shouldn't feel weird about it because I use styrofoam and it's just terrible. So anyways, I would love to know, what are some of the things that you use for sustainability? Anything that I'm missing? Anything that I should try? Anything that you've seen here that maybe you would try? Yeah, we're all in this together. We're all just doing our best. Thanks for watching. Lace up, subscribe, become a marathoner. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I will see you in the next one. Hopefully I'll see you out with like your bags and your cups. Maybe I'll see you at Bulk Barn. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.